Speak about today about the Suda and drinking during the meal. So the Suda, there's a mitzvah to have a Suda. It's during the day, not during the night, because it says Yemei Mishteh V'Simcha. Yemei means the days. It says in the Megillah, so you have it during the day, preferably after midday, because during the morning you're supposed to be giving out Mishloach Manot and be involved in the mitzvahs of the day. We have a Mishteh because they had a lot of feasts in Shushan, so we're commemorating that. So that's about the meal overall. About drinking during the meal, there is a classic Gemara. The Gemara says, "Chayv inish livi sumi." You must get intoxicated. You must drink until what level? How much? Adelo yada. Right? You're supposed to get glad. You're supposed to get as intoxicated until you don't know how to differentiate between blessed is Mordechai and cursed is Haman. That's a high level of drunkenness, right? Once I was once in yeshiva, and we drank in yeshiva, and one of this guy in the middle, I vaguely remember it, but he goes, "Blessed is Haman and cursed," and I was like, okay, you should go sit down. Anyway, but so some take that Gemara literally. That there's no limit. You should try to, obviously, you should be able to, the limit for everybody is that you should still be able to perform mitzvot. If you're going to wake up in the morning and not get to shacharit, or you're going to be completely out of it, so you should not. You should withhold yourself. But for those who take it literally, which is the Shulchan Aruch, brings the literal language and other Rishonim, you can drink excessively as long as you're safe. So that's that. There are other interpretations to that statement of until you ad lo yada. Some say it's not all the way. It's till you can't calculate the fact that the blessed is Mordechai and cursed is Haman, that they're the same numerical, they're equivalent on a numerical level. Meaning they are, if you count the numbers, the letters in Gematria. So if you get drunk enough that you can't really figure out, the number. So then you should stop. Some say until ad lo yada, until you don't know, meaning not all the way, but until then, meaning right before then. Don't get there. The Rambam said, and this is the Ramah brings the Rambam, which says you should drink until you kind of get tired, and then you won't be able to differentiate between them. Meaning, don't drink too much, but drink enough that you get a little bit tired. And another commentary is Rabbeinu Ephraim, which appears in the Baal Ma'or, is a Rishon. He says we shouldn't apply this Gemara at all. Shouldn't get intoxicated at all. Why? Because the Gemara right afterwards brings a story of Rabbah and Rabbi Zera. Okay, it says the Rabbah prepared a feast, and he invited Rabbi Zera. They're having a wonderful, wonderful time. All of a sudden, in the middle of their drunkenness, their stupor, Rabbah gets up and slaughters Rabbi Zera. So it says shachte. It's not clear exactly. He really slaughtered him. Some say that he squeezed him sachte. Some say he gave him too excessive wine that made him very ill. Something happened there. And then he revived him. Okay? The next year, Rabbah, he texts Rabbi Zera. He's like, "Hey, you coming to my party next year, tonight?" It's like, "Listen, miracles don't happen every day. I'm not coming again. I'm not going through that again." Okay? So some say that the fact that the Gemara brings that case right after it says there's a mitzvah to get drunk, it's walking it back and saying, no, that's not the case. We're disagreeing with that first opinion. It's too dangerous. We shouldn't do it. So there's different opinions. The Shulchan Aruch, and practical halacha, the Shulchan Aruch, which is the Sfardim follow him, he just brings it the literal language. The Ramah brings the Rambam, which says you should fall asleep. And he brings one more piece in his language. Drink more than you used to, and then you'll fall asleep and you won't know between blessed is Mordechai and a cursed is Haman. And then he says, one who drinks a lot or one who drinks a little, the most important part is that your intention should be for the sake of heaven. And I think that's the bottom line. My Rav Sharkey, used to say, in yeshivas, rabbis, they often will drink on Purim, and Talmidei Chachamim will as well. And he says, if you're confident that if you're drinking and you're confident that it will bring you closer to the Torah and closer to Hashem, that's a positive thing. If you're going to drink and it's just going to be something just frivolous excitement, then you probably should be careful when doing so. So that's those are the halachas, and may we have a festive Purim.